Toy Story is getting another collab, SpongeBob is getting another collab, Clueless is getting another collab, Tide Pods are getting a collab. That last one isn't true, but at this point, next week maybe. Welcome to this week's new makeup releases, where we chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced, and sneak peeked. I let you know how I feel about these things, and then you let me know how you feel about these things down in the comments. This week, this video is actually up on a Saturday. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is actually Saturday today. I was traveling last week. I was in New York City, visiting the Google offices on Manhattan, attending a YouTube event, which was actually really, really fun. But also, there has been a lot of things going on, and I am slipping behind on some of my filming, so I did arrive kind of late on Thursday, so I wasn't able to film and edit. So I'm filming and editing on a Friday instead and getting up on a Saturday. I hope that's perfectly fine. Next week, we're gonna have it on Friday, per usual. I did film this look. I filmed it actually with the Nomad Cosmetics Route 66 palette. Let me scoochy to the side, and we can actually start talking about this one. I am in the process of filming another one of it's actually gonna be 6 palettes, 6 looks. I'm gonna have that live next week. This is the 4th look that I'm having right now, and mine did have a little bit of a tumble en route to me. Okay. Almost like dad jokes, and one of my shadows came a little bit broken, but I created this look right here. This palette is available right now. You can use my code with Nomad Cosmetics and you will get 10% off your order. I will leave that one down below in case you are interested, because this one is available now. But if you're interested in seeing a look with it, that's going to be next week, because I have a look. It's going to be this one, the new Sigma palette, the new Fantasy Cosmetica palette, the DD Signature palette, finally doing something with the Depth palette, and I think the last palette getting included is actually the new one from Game Beauty, which looks super beautiful as well. So I'm just catching up on a lot of different things, and that's going to be next week. And let's actually talk, where did I put it? Hold. Let's talk about my own brand, Cinch Beauty. This is my own indie brand. I own this brand. Full disclosure, transparency. This is our new palette. This is Agate Temptation, and this is an upcoming palette. I already have my reveal video, and a bunch of people that were investing got this palette early. And if you're interested in this palette, my video where I'm doing 2 different looks with this one is already live, and I'm definitely already planning to do more looks as well. But I wanted to make sure that I knew about the launch time and the actual price. So my palette has left customs, and from what I can see right now, I did not get hit with extra tariffs except the ones that I prepaid. So I will put more additional info in the description box down below, and I will of course be announcing it on my community tab, and also what it's called posts now, and on Instagram, on the Cinch Instagram too. But it does seem like, everybody, fingers crossed, it does seem like this will not have to have a big price hike because of things that are going on in the world right now. And it does seem like we'll be able to launch this one next Friday. Which date will that be? Let me double check so I'm not lying. That will be Friday the 16th of May, which will be the date that we launch this palette, because it has arrived at my warehouse, unless something very unpredictable happens. But it is out for delivery right now, and it's coming to my warehouse, and I will send out the rest of the PR to the rest of my PR list as well. And I'm very excited for you to be able to get your hands on this, because of course I love my palette so much. I'm so proud of this palette. I'm so proud of how everything worked out, and the photography that our photographer has done for this, and everything else. I do have swatches. I will even show you the swatches here, professionally made, and all of that is done so that I can give you the best rundown of this when it launches as possible. And I will put more info, like I said, in the description box, and also it will come in posts later, and of course on the Cinch Beauty Instagram, because that's the brand Instagram, so that's where it's coming. But thank you so much for being patient with me. It's been a really roller coaster of a ride having a small brand during this fun time to experience as a small brand owner, for sure. But hopefully things will slow down in the future, because I would love to live in some precedented times. That would be delicious. But yeah, we'll put all the info down below, because I've gotten so many questions. When is it launching? How much is it going to be? And all of those things. I will put as much info as I can in the description box. And if all the info is not in the description box, I will either fill it out as I have it, or I will post about it in other places. But I did want to let you know, because I have an update, and I wanted to let you know about the update. Let's talk about something that I actually have here, and this is the One Size Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. And this is supposed to be a more like a hydrating skin mist to give you a glass skin result, but still set down your makeup. So it says that it melts powdery finishes, refresh, hydrate, and brighten all day makeup wear. And it does say that it's gonna last all day. I don't know how that's gonna work. It says it has ceramides in it, which for me is an amazing ingredient when I wanna keep my skin hydrated, but I have to use ceramides. I have to use ceramides as a nighttime skincare because it's just too hydrating for me during the day. I have oily combo skin, so I haven't even tried this one. Should we try? So this is my makeup right now. It is a little bit glowy, but it's not like it's set down, but we'll see. Okay, I will say the sprayer is really nice. It just smells a little fresh. No droppers. Well, actually there is a drop here. One drop. One drop, and I do feel, I mean, I was already not like powdery matte, but that felt really good at least. I'm gonna be trying this one out for sure. You know, I love the other setting spray from One Size, and I'm excited for them to come out with something that's, I mean, again, melts your powders, hydrates, a little bit like MAC Fix Plus, but with the addition of also making your makeup last longer. I will let you know again as a oily combo girl if that actually helps with someone who is oily combo and that loves the other setting spray from One Size, but at least know that that one, I think it is available. No, it's launching soon. It's launching soon. It's going to be $34. It is coming on the Sephora app on the 18th and all other platforms on the 19th. But I will link it down below where you'll be able to find it in case you're interested. Something else that I also got in PR, and I don't have it here. No, I don't have it here in front of me. But this is Nars that is doing a shade extension of their Afterglow Lip Shine Glosses. I have never tried this formula, and I will say these brownie shades look amazing. And when I opened the packaging to look at them, they look so delicious. I definitely want to try these out. They're fine. Maybe I can do like a, maybe I can even film that after this, just a little try on with the different colors and show you what they look like. I have made it my mission, but I've made it my mission that I want to do more short form content because I feel like it's such an easy way to do swatches or first impressions or just demos of a single product. And then I can come back on YouTube and do more full-length, long-form content where I talk more intensively about the products once I've been able to try them out. But I do think that there is a purpose in doing short-form content for like first impression or just demos or just swatches. I do think that there's a purpose for that. So maybe this will be good for that, because I will say I opened the packages and I looked at the colors and they look so deliciously neutral, but with a little bit of a twist when it comes to undertone. I think you can see that here as well. So I am actually really intrigued by those. Do you remember when I said that 2025 was going to be the year of setting spray? I showed you this one now, and this is basically from one of the brands that I think started this trend, which is One Size, and if not the brand that started this trend. And RMS also has a Radiance Lock Setting Mist, and they did actually send this one over to me as well. I've not been able to try this one yet. I mean, I literally tried this one now for the first time. This is a skin-loving, alcohol-free setting spray that keeps makeup in place. And it's a radiance-enhancing setting spray that locks and prolongs makeup wear without feeling sticky, so the skin stays glowy and your look stays put. I feel like a lot of brands are tapping into this kind of thing now. How to make your makeup look fresh and just hydrated, but still elongating your makeup. I've been talking about that one. We have one from Dalba that I've been talking about. There was another one we talked about last week, but I said this some months back. I said, just be prepared for every brand to release a setting spray for 2025. And so far, that train has been chugging along, choo-choo, pretty steadily. I wanted to talk about this last week, but the brand hadn't shown them themselves last week. And these are the new hair and body sprays from Ellis Brooklyn. Some brands I know for a fact, because I've asked them like, how do you want me to deal with PR when I get it? Should I show it? Should I not show it? Ellis Brooklyn is a brand that I haven't asked about that, although I will say once I shared something and it turns out it was before the brand and they just thanked me for sharing and hope I loved it. So I do think that this is a brand that doesn't really care, but these are their new milkshake hair and body fragrance mists, and these are like lactic body mists. And I will say, let me talk about that after, but I think lactic fragrances is also something after Yum Pistachio from Cali. I think we're going to see even more lactic fragrances. Just expect to see even more. We have seen from different brands releasing lactic fragrances. Flur has done it, Ellis Brooklyn has done it, Kayali released another one. I feel like there was another brand that I thought about as well that also did that. I'm just saying, expect even more lactic fragrances, which is like fragrances that have like cream or milk in the notes. I will say my favorite is this one. This is the banana one. This one, it has banana in there, but the queen of fragrances, I talked to Leah Janae, we were in New York together, and she asked me about these because she was like, she was gonna buy them. And I said, I think you're really gonna like them. And I said, this one, it does smell like banana, but it's like Kayali's Yum Pistachio with pistachio. This is a creamy, milky banana milk with almost like I think it's sandalwood here. So it's almost like, I call it spicy wood. It's like a wood that almost feels a little like it's got like spices in it, even though it's sandalwood. So it's like creamy, milky, banana, tone, vanilla, sandalwood. This is the warmest and most like gourmand out of the scents. And then the lychee one is extremely sweet. Like this smells exactly like geléhallon. Like it smells like Swedish raspberry candy. I know it's supposed to be lychee, but it smells like raspberry candy from Sweden. And I say that in a nice way. It's a very, very sweet. It is fruity, but it's like candy fruity. So that's not one that I would have bought myself. I'm very impressed with the one that's mango, because this one is very mango forward. This is like a mango popsicle. It is very fresh mango forward. It really is mango hair and body. This will be a great, like, I'm going on a summer vacation. I would like something fresh that I can spray on my clothes and in my hair. This one would be really good. I will say the banana one is my favorite, but don't think like fresh bananas. Think more like like maybe like a banana like pudding or a banana cake with milk. It's like a little bit more on the gourmand side of banana. I will say I'm very impressed with these. I think that Ellis Brooklyn has a way of making really interesting fragrances, and a lot of times they really nail it. And I will say, I feel like 2025 has been the year of like exciting body sprays where I'm actually like, this smells nice. And I think we're going to see even more lactic fragrances for 2025. And just let me just quickly, because there was someone sent this to me and I saved it because I wanted to talk about it. And I do think that there's a point to this as well. There was a page that was discussing like fragrance trends for the future, and they mentioned that fragrances, it was a cosmetics business, and it says Boozy fragrances, the refined scent trend replacing sugary gourmands in 2025. And I definitely think that Boozy fragrances have had an upswing as well. I think the way that people have been talking about some really Boozy fragrances, especially from Kilian, being a little bit more mainstream and people talking about Kilian, and there's been some Boozy notes that people have really appreciated from Kayali as well. I do think that Boozy notes have a future. Also like Maison Margiela, some of their scents have had Boozy notes. I love that, and I definitely think lactic and Boozy notes are definitely coming in strong, and I do think that they have the potential of almost like elevating and bringing gourmands into something else but just sugary, marshmallowy, sugary marshmallow. A sugared marshmallow. Because that's, according to me, a lot of gourmands are just very taffy, caramel, sugar, marshmallow, and that's great, but not my favorite. So I'm really excited to see stuff like this come out. Speaking of body scents and speaking of Flur, they're releasing 2 new scents, and you know I have been loving the heavy milk and the smoky vanilla. Again, 2 body sprays where I'm like, wait, you really are onto something right here. You are onto something different. I was so impressed with those 2 body sprays, and Flur is coming out with beach skin and peach skin. Perfect for the summer. And I can already find these at the Sephora website, but they're not available yet. But in the beach skin, this is a fresh solar scent, which usually means that it's like a little bit suntan lotion. That's usually not my favorite type of scent, because it has the bergamot, salted tiara flower, and sandalwood. And the tiara flower is, if you've ever smell like a flowery suntan lotion, that's what Tiara Flower is, because that's the one they use. It's just that it's got the suntan lotion thing, especially when it says salted. So this says that it is soft tiara blossoms, wash over traces of salty air accented by citrusy bergamot. It's a veil of coconut milk and sandalwood, creamy, airy, sensual warmth. And again, this is not necessarily the fragrance that I am into, but I was also so impressed by some of the other fragrances. So like, honestly, who knows? Okay, let's look at the peach skin as well, because I do have that one here. This one says fruity florals. Sometimes fruity florals are perfect for me. This one says peach, vanilla orchid, and white freesia. As long as the white freesia doesn't take over, I can really appreciate something that is like fresh and peachy. So this is a long-wearing fruity floral body mist inspired by the velvety soft peel and succulent bites of a peach. It has peach skin, plum, and Bellini, then descends into creamy core of milky sandalwood, sheer amber, and coconut caramel. See, this could actually be for me. So I'm very excited to try this out. I did actually recently got my first ever PR package from Flur, and I tried their vanilla, what is it called? Vanilla, I have it here, I see it, hold. It's this one, it's called Vanilla Skin. So they sent this one to me. This is a fragrance that I haven't even tried in store, because I've always been like, oh, I'm not a vanilla girl. But then I tried the vanilla from Kayali, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe I like a vanilla when it's a little bit more, it's got more to it. And this smells so just heavenly. It's so warm, it's so wonderful, but there's something more to it. It's not just vanilla, there's something more to it. And that makes me think that when they're saying that it's gonna go into this warm vanilla thing, I'm like, maybe I will like that, because I really enjoy their heavy milk. It's like a really sweet, milky fragrance, which again, I don't love sweet fragrances, but when milk comes in it, apparently I'm all about it. So I'm intrigued to see this. And again, I did receive a PR package from Flur. I don't know if that means that if I'm gonna get these or not. Again, I will definitely smell them in store and see. I don't think, at least not the beach skin, I don't think it's gonna be for me, because I usually am not, I'm the kind of person that I like Tiara Flower in a suntan lotion. I don't want it on my skin all the time. That's not my preferred way of smelling, but I am intrigued in the other one. I think that that could be for me. So we'll see. Either I get it in PR or I'll smell it in store. I have been really into dousing myself with like body sprays. Let's like mix this with like the banana one. I love having like that in my hair. I smell so good. I smell so good. I'm home alone. Can the dogs come and sniff me, please? God, when I smell too sweet, Kaisa started licking me on my legs and on my arms. And I'm like, babe, I know I smell like a snack, but I ain't one. Speaking of fragrances, should we just do the last one that intrigued me as well while we're here, and we'll just get it out of the way? Because I also saw, again, body sprays have had, I think I've talked about this. I know that Kelly Gucci talked about this. I know so many people have talked about this. But if you haven't noticed, brands are really catching on to people really enjoying body sprays, and they are releasing a lot. So there are two brands are releasing body sprays. One of them is Vacation. These are built for a lighter wear, poolside portability, and effortless on-the-go spritzing slim profile bottle. These sound so good and so innovative. When are these available? Available now. I might go and buy the Vacation ones, because the Vacation ones have like, there's one that's called After Sun. It has aloe vera, green tea, and then there's like cardamom, ozone, gin. And I'm like, these are all notes that I love, because gin is juniper berries. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Love that. And then we have one that is Grand Cuvée, and it has like Chardonnay, Peach Eau de Vie, which is, again, we're in the boozy notes. It is so many nice things. Sun-washed sails, champagne cork, cognac. That's like a boozy one. And then we have one that's called Vacation. And that one has like more coconutty, banana, pineapple, sea salt. These sound, whoever is writing for this brand, give them a raise. Give them the company car and the corner office, because they are selling me on this dream. Again, I'm going on vacation, and clearly I'm bringing 16,000 different fragrances, but does that not sound delicious? I will actually be ordering those. Josie Maran is also, I think she released some body butters, and I did smell those in store, and they do smell really delicious, especially the one called Bohemian Fig, which is vetiver, vanilla orchid, and bergamot. And then Topless Tangerine is tangerine, pink grapefruit, and brown sugar. I need to smell these in store again. Because I did really enjoy the smell of the body butter. Do I need a body butter? No. Like, I need a hole in my head. I literally moisturize twice a month. I moisturize twice a month, but that doesn't mean that I can't be sold the dream. Like, sell me the dream, and I'm out here buying body sprays like there's no tomorrow. I'm looking at I need a furniture to hold my fragrances. But also, you could see, I've been in this like scarcity mindset when it comes to fragrances. But I'm like, just one spritz. But I have so much, and I've been spritzing myself more. And I almost felt like it was like the viewers shaming me, saying your favorites don't look used, to make me almost push myself out of the scarcity mindset. I'm like, why am I treating my fragrances like I'm running out? If this is my favorite, spritz away. And I think, honestly, me being shamed in the comments helped. Because I kind of left that scarcity mindset with fragrances behind, because I'm clearly looking at my fragrances. Scarcity? She left the chat years ago. It seems like Patrick Ta is releasing a concealer, and a lot of people are super excited about this, but as someone who has not liked either of his two foundations and wasn't super impressed, the only thing I really like from the brand is the brow gel. Other than that, oh, actually, I've tried some lip products that have been really nice. Will I try the... Probably, because I'm weak and I'm curious, but I will say, if you're like me and Patrick Ta is for you one of those brands that are super hyped and you're not really getting the hype, I would say maybe watch a couple of reviews first from people who feel similarly about the brand as you do before you buy anything. Because I, like myself, I'm not super impressed with Patrick Ta, the brand. It's not a brand that's been working out for me. Again, as someone with oily combo skin in my 40s, it's not been a brand that's been great for me. That doesn't mean that they are not able to release a great product, so I will still probably try it out, and I wanted to let you know about it. It is coming. Sneak peek. Usually when he sneak peeks things, it usually releases within a week or two, so we'll probably talk more about it next week. Also, it seems like Hourglass has turned into like the Becca of the 2020s. It seems like they are a little bit of a one-trick pony right now, and all they really do is a lot of face palettes with some other products just sprinkled in. Because now, again, I feel like I'm that senator, like I'm once again here to talk to you about Hourglass face palettes. So this is 5 new, although I will argue some of them look eerily similar. 5 new ambient lighting quads are coming, pre-curated, and there also will be an option to select your own shades. What I want to know, $78 each. Is this the price they used to be? I don't feel like they used to be $80. Okay, am I delusional? Because listen, sometimes people tell me, oh, creators, they don't spend enough time talking about expensive makeup. Listen, I agree. I make that mistake a lot as well. You know, not thinking about the price. And I agree. Please call me out on it. I 100% agree with you. But I don't remember spending $80 on one of these. And I bought a 6-pen. Were they always this expensive, or have they just really jacked up the price? It says they're coming soon. $78 each is for me a lot. Especially, I like the Hourglass powders, but I'm not like in love with them. There are other things that have worked either similarly or better according to my own preferences. So I won't be purchasing this. But that's, again, that's me and how I feel about makeup. But maybe you're super excited about this. But I also feel like, how many palettes are too many palettes when it comes to face palettes? Especially when again, that's maybe because I'm not getting the nuances, feel like a lot of them just look kind of like the same. What are you buffing about, baby? Kaisa's buffing. Is somebody walking by? Don't they know you own this entire place? The outdoors and everything? She's like Mustafa. Everything the sun touches. Is that you? She didn't want to come up. She lay down on the floor. Just imagine her being grumpy on the floor here about people passing by outside the window. Let's talk about these new crayons from Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Crayons. This is a waterproof multi-use stick for eyes, lips, and cheeks. I think that this sounds really fun. Remember, if you're going to use something on your eyes that you have used somewhere before, make sure to sterilize or sanitize, or at least, for the love of everything, you just wipe it off a little bit before. It's very easy to give yourself a pink eye. But this is a pigmented long-wearing color crayon in a blendable shimmer and semi-matte finish that can be used in all bunch of ways. And I think the colors seem really intriguing. I do get some PR from Makeup Forever. They usually send out PR later. Like, they don't send out with launch, but later. I think they look really nice. I definitely am intrigued in trying some of these out. It's going to be interesting to see. If they don't send me these, I will pick up a couple myself, but I'm going to give it a little bit of time, because I know for myself, sometimes I end up getting doubles because I have no patience, no chill whatsoever. So I will try and practice my chill and wait, but I will say this is something that I'm intrigued to trying out. I feel like Makeup Forever is really good at formulating like face products. Colourpop usually has a Super Shock shadow that is exclusive for their birthday, and this is celebrating 11th birthday with a limited edition Super Shock shadow that is a free gift with purchase, and it is this really nice, super sparkly gold shade. And I mean, that's cute. It's a free gift with purchase on the website. They're also doing, and I thought this was really cool, to like celebrate their birthday. It says it is a birthday surprise box. I got an email that showed what was in the box, and I'm not sure if I can tell you that. I'm not gonna do that. But there is a mystery box. It is a limited edition, $49. It has best-selling items worth over $103. And since they showed me what was in it, I'm guessing everybody's getting the same, or maybe they just showed me what could be in it. I really should have read this letter a little bit better, but this one is available now, and if you buy this one, of course, you'll get the birthday as a free with purchase. This is perfect if you don't own a lot of Colourpop and you like a little bit more of a neutral selection. That's what I will say. I do have an affiliate code with Colourpop. It is Angeshka. You can get 10% off at Colourpop. I don't know if it's going to work on this or anything like that, but I will leave a link to Colourpop down below. You can always try the affiliate code and see if you get some money off. But from what I could see, what's offered in the box, I thought it seemed like good value. But it also seems a little bit more for the neutral guys and gals. Natasha Denona is releasing her High-Gen primer drops in a bronze version. So this is the primer serum in a bronze version for summer, and it is supposed to be that like non-greasy, glassy skin primer. You can use it mixed or on its own or as a highlighter, and this has just a bronzy color, either for a darker skin tone or if you want to use it as like a bronzing drop if you have a lighter skin tone. This is coming May 13th, both to Sephora and to Ulta. And I guess you can buy it on her website too. And if you do buy from Natasha Denona, you can use my code and you will get, I don't know, they just changed their affiliate program. It used to be 15% off. I'm not 100% sure if it still is, but you can still use my code on the website and get some money off. This was the throwback of a century. I saw these and I literally said out loud, they still make these? Because I always use the Lancome Juicy Tubes as a reference of things like, you know, bygone times. You remember the Juicy Tubes? You remember how popular those were? Do you remember how sticky those were? And then I saw this one, new colors, and I'm like, they still make these? So these are the Juicy Tubes from Lancome in 3 new colors inspired by coffee. So there's a lavender latte. I love lavender coffee. The best. Cocoa, macchiato, and an almond drip. And I won't be getting any of these because I remember my hair sticking in this, lip gloss on the cheeks. It is just stringy and goopy. Maybe they're not the same nowadays, but it did make me crave an lavender coffee. You can get like a Starbucks delivered to your house, right? Oh my God, how high maintenance are you when you order a Starbucks to be home delivered? I should not be sharing these thoughts with anyone. Oh, the Smoky Glam by Bella Beauté Bar is also available. That palette I should be using. Could you see me just realizing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 palettes I want to use. When am I using all of these things? When am I using the Bella Beauté Bar Smoking Lamb? Because I have that palette too. Okay, so this is a re-edition of their palette. This one is available now. You can use my code and get some money off. This is $75 minus, of course, the discount. And it is their mattes and their duochrome shimmers and 5 new multi-chrome shimmers. And now that I see the swatches and I've seen the palette, it does seem like that blue shift color might still be in there, which I think is a really good idea because I thought that one was really cool and fun. I think this is a really good color story and I'm excited to see them bring it back. It is like cool tone neutrals with pinks and purples, leaning a little bit more on the warmer and plummy side on the pinks and purples, which I think make a really good combo. I really did enjoy the original palette and I'm excited to see a new one in like updated packaging and just fits more streamlined into the range. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if it's good or not, but I remember loving the original one when it came to quality. So I'm excited to try this one out. I was gonna do a 6 palette, 6 look, and I now realize I have 7. I can't do a 7 look, 7 palettes, right? That's too much. At what point am I just out here producing full length, like, movies? I just posted a 1 hour and 30-minute vlog on my vlog channel and I just send help. Oh my god, did we talk about the Danessa Mixrix new palette? I don't think we did. So this is the Mini Pastel Dream Freedom palette by Danessa Mixrix. This one is available at Sephora right now and I actually did buy this one. I am planning, and I have been planning for a while, to do a full face of Danessa Mixrix, and now that I have this one, I'm like, this is perfect. I can just do a video using this palette, using Danessa Mixrix, and just being like, this is how I feel about the brand, these are my favorites, showing you a full look. So this is just perfect for me. I have some things planned because of course I am traveling again I'm doing my big Greece trip. So I'm trying to plan some content that could be like fun when I'm away and still like helpful and entertaining, and a full face of Danessa Mixrix is something that I'm planning. Maybe I'll even put that up a little bit earlier now because of the pastel palette here, but I'm excited to try that one out and I did buy it. And this is the first time, because this one has 2 multi-chromes, 3 mattes and 1 metallic, and this is the first time that I am trying the Danessa Mixrix multi-chromes on my eyes. So I'm excited to see what this is about. Cannot wait. This I also want to try, and this is from Benefit, and Benefit is releasing a Glow La La Velvet Gleam. It's a super fine powder highlighter that gives your skin a light reflecting glass-like gleam. I'm loving the colors and undertones of these, and it is divided into skin tone, just like the Fenty highlighters were, and I think they look beautiful. I did swatch in store their liquid highlighter that they came out with last year, and I thought that one was too sheer to be something that I would want to have. Like, it was just too effervescent, like it was nothing. It was a tube of nothingness for me. But this one I am intrigued by, and I will be trying this one out for sure. Was that one available at Sephora? Should I have bought that one? Because I made an order from Sephora literally today. That was dumb, but maybe I'll buy it together with the new Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum from Merit. I really like the Minimalist from Merit. I've been traveling with it a lot. It really works on my skin, and it's one of those products that actually wears good on my skin when I am out and about, outdoors in the sun, on my oily combo skin. I actually really like that product. I can wear that as a spot concealer. I can wear it all over my face. I can wear it as a concealer under my eyes too. It's just a one and done easy product. I can blend it out with my fingers. It works for me. And this is a tinted sunscreen, which is something that I really enjoy. It says lightweight and buildable. This is a mineral zinc oxide sunscreen. I don't have any problem with chemical sunscreen myself. That is not something that bothers me. This has SPF protection and a sheer tint that feels comfortable, blendable, even coverage, fine natural powders visibly smooth and blur skins for a soft natural finish. And it seems then that it's gonna not be like a greasy dewy finish, but more like a natural matte finish, which is something that I appreciate when it comes to stuff like this. This is coming on May 22nd, and I will definitely be trying this one out. Although I wonder if I will will have time to try this before I leave, if it's coming on May 22nd. I do wonder about that, but I will definitely be trying this one out. It seems really intriguing to me. This is something that Leah mentioned to me actually now that we were in New York, because we were talking about our favorite scents and how she loves gourmand scents and I love more green, grassy tomato vine scent. And she said, did you know that Bath & Body Works is coming out with a tomato vine scent? And I am so intrigued. I will definitely go in and try this one. It's called Off the Vine, and I think it's available now. So it's a scented candle. There's a bunch of I will definitely see if I can try this sooner rather than later. If I can find it and link it down below, I will. But you know I love tomato vine, and if I can get that as a shower gel, it is over for all y'all. We have gotten a little bit of a sneak peek from the upcoming Glamlight and Lord of the Rings collection. A bunch of you were super intrigued by this one, and I know I went in a little hard on, you know, I love Glamlight, I love the team, I love their quality. I love them so much that I want them to do well, which I think they are. It's just that I want them to do something on their own, because I know that when they do things on their own, they do it so well. Like the cocktail collection, the powders, they've had some really good products that I've really loved, and I just kind of want to see that not instead, but as well. But I also know that sometimes you sign contracts and then you realize, oh boy, I've signed a lot of contracts. Now I need to get this out into the world. That could also be it. But we have seen some sneak peeks of some swatches from the Middle Earth palette, and it seems to be like blue, purple, green, which makes me think that this is probably going to be a palette that has a bunch of different shades representing, because it's called Middle Earth, a bunch of different things from Middle Earth. I'm guessing the blues and the purples are going to be elven. There's probably going to be, I don't know, I'm guessing this is going to be a little bit like Rick and Morty palette, like just a bunch of different things representing a bunch of different aspects of the movies. So I'm interested to see what this is. I don't know if I'm getting this scented PR or not. I do have a code with Glamlight, and I do think I actually will be picking this one up because I love Lord of the Rings, but I just really want to see them with how good and how great and how big they are now. I just want to see their vision as well. That's just me, because I don't want them to just be like, someone said they're like the hip dot right now, and I don't want that for them. But also, that's just me having a personal opinion about it. Some people are super excited about this, clearly, because they keep making collabs, and it's because they're selling. While we're on the discussion of collabs then, let's talk about the fact that it seems like Wet n Wild is doing a round 2 with SpongeBob. And now we're doing even more things. I think some things are coming back from before, and I think some things are like new for the collab. I don't need or want any of this, and I do have some friends that did review this collection when it was round 1, and they said it's fun and cute, but it's the same dingy Wet n Wild packaging as it always is, and the quality is a little so-so. So for me, this is a pass, but it is available, and I will link it down below. We also have been able to see that Cleo, which is a really interesting Asian beauty brand, I'm pretty sure they're Korean, they are doing a Toy Story collection, and we just saw Colourpop did it, and now Cleo is doing it as well. This is, of course, the formulations and the colors are going to lean a little bit more, the kind of products and textures and colors that are available in the Southeast Asian market right now, which is a little bit more sheer, a little bit more neutral, usually a little bit more pinkies and reds for lips. Packaging is really cute though, super well thought through. So if you love this movie and you want to get some really thought through packaging, this could be really interesting for you. And also, I was speaking about Clueless, and another brand that is doing a round 2 is that Makeup Revolution is doing a round 2 with Clueless. And I think that these are new products, because I remember they had some other things. Maybe that poofy pen is coming back, or maybe they're coming it back with it in more shades, because I remember they had that last time. But this is the 30th anniversary of the movie. Do you feel old yet? Because that sure makes me feel old. So the Revolution and Clueless collab is exclusively available at Walmart. I'll try and link it down below, but it seems like there is some old favorites that are coming back, and then some new products as well. This will not be something that I pick up, but I still think that it's fun that they did it. Also, we have some more info about the upcoming collab between Lethal Cosmetics and Adventure Time. It seems like they are doing, we're talking sugar, shimmer, and a touch of royal mischief. It seems like there is 4 bigger products and then 2, could it be mascaras and maybe eyeliners? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 products. That's what I'm thinking, just seeing this picture, what they're showing. And I'm excited to see what this is. Lethal Cosmetics did reach out to me and tell me that they're sending this my way, so I'm super excited to be trying it out. I cannot wait to show you what this is going to be about. We are definitely doing a dedicated video going through this whole collection. We've also seen the first sneak peek from the upcoming sister brand from Blend Money Cosmetics and Jordan Liberty. They were doing the, I think this is called MasterClass. So this is a first look at the final packaging but for the under brand for Blend Money Cosmetics with the makeup artist Jordan Liberty, which is called Masterclass. I think this is really, really interesting. I think the packaging looks beautiful. It looks like a bar of gold, which is really exciting. People are asking me, is this going to be on the Blend Money site? Are you going to be able to use affiliate codes? Are you getting it in PR? I know nothing. I know nothing about that, but if it is on the Blend Money website, I guess maybe affiliate codes could work. Mine is Angelica. You can always try it and see. Am I getting NPR? I don't know. Sometimes with like collabs, I mean, this isn't a collab. This is like a collaborative brand. But sometimes with collabs, people have their own PR lists and people that they want to send it to. So I never know if they want to like keep the same PR list or if they want to change things. You never know. So I might not, but if I don't get it sent in PR, I will definitely pick up some things and try it out either way, because I'm excited to see what this is going to be all about. Also, I don't know if you saw on Blend Money Cosmetics website, but they are actually launching at Nordstrom, which is such a huge deal. I'm super excited about them. I think they're going to be online at Nordstrom, but like, hello, that is amazing news. Great work. I'm so proud and so excited for Maggie, the owner of Blend Money Cosmetics. She has just worked really hard and I'm so excited to see the brand just do such great things. I'm gonna end with talking about something that I've talked about before, but they are finally available at the Sephora website. And this is the limited edition Matcha and Tarot Lip Sleeping Mask and Lip Glowy Bombs by Laneige. They are now on the Sephora website. It does say coming soon, but at least they're on the site so we know they're coming. I will leave a link to it down below so that you can find them as well. And I put in a notification because I definitely am gonna get the lip glowing mask in matcha. 100,000,000%, I wanna get that one. I think this is such an interesting flavor and such a big nod to like flavors that are really popular again in the Asian market, and I love matcha, so I am super excited to be trying that one out. And like I said, I put on notifications because I am not missing that one. I am so excited to try it out. Let's double check so something hasn't been revealed or announced as we've been sitting down talking here. Sometimes that happens, something like really big drops and you're like, oh, I should have known about that, but I don't see anything. No, I think we're pretty good. I'm gonna scooch back to the middle. Please let me know what you're the most interested in this week. And like I said, I will put as much information as I can about my own launch with the Agate Temptation down in the description box. And also, of course, if you want to, you can always follow Cinch Beauty on their Instagram account. There you'll be able to get all the first-hand information and news about our brand. And we also have a newsletter that you can sign up on our website. We send out very few emails. Like I'm talking 5 a year. So definitely not a brand that sends out a lot of emails. Just when something is launching, restocking, or we're having a sale, we're not the kind of brand that sends out a lot of emails. Trust me, I don't like that either. But I hope you're having a great Saturday. I hope your weekend is amazing, and I will see you again, hopefully Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on my work ethics this weekend, for a new video.